Well, good morning. It is 2026 garden start day. Basically, I get to start seeds today. So I'm really excited for that. So we need to start seeds, but before we start seeds, we need to do the prep work. So I'm using the cup method, not the double cup method. I'm basically just going to put these in the garden trays and then fill up the garden trays. So we need to cut holes or poke holes in the bottom of these. I'm not sure which is going to be faster or easier. We also need to make labels because I label everything so that I know what's going on. Or I'm able to find out quickly. Does that make sense? Like my garden last year, oh my goodness. Phone in my back pocket, that hurt. Last year, although walking through the garden, I couldn't tell you which was which, especially in the pepper bed. I did have it written down so that, you know, because I know I'm forgetful, I write it down. Okay. So we are labeling because I am forgetful. So we need to cut these, make labels. What we are starting today is all of my peppers. We're going to start onions, we're going to start chives, and we're going to start basil. I started basil at I think 8 weeks before last frost, whatever it says on the back of the package, you know, the actual recommended. And by the time I went to put it out, they were this big. And they never grew beyond that. I bought basil last year, and so I'm starting it really early this year. If it gets huge in the house, I'm not upset about that. So we are going to start peppers, basil, onions, chives. The onions we're going to start in these strawberry buckets that my children lovely ate for me. So I did my onions in a snail roll last year. I don't know if I liked it. It did save a lot of space though. I will give it that. But being a first-time gardener, I'm not sure if I like that method or not because I haven't tried any others for onions. Does that make sense? So we're going to do that because onions can handle being handled when they're little, unlike a lot of things. Peppers are going to go in the cups, and then I have to figure out what I want to do my chives and my basil in. So we will get that. Sorry, my notes are right here. I think you can even see them. We will get to that later. So, I'm Suze. Welcome to my witchy homestead. 2026 garden, I guess, starts today. Okay, let's get to the fun part, I guess. I have a total, this is really loud. I have a total of 40 plants I want in my, 40 pepper plants that I want in my garden. So I need 40, at minimum 40 cups. And I think I have 45. Once they germinate, they are going to live in this cup, in these cups, because I don't want to transplant. I don't want to deal with transplanting. So the onions are going to stay, the peppers are going to stay. I'm going to put more than one pepper in each cup and then thin them. I say that now, but we know the truth. The truth is I'll probably be here repotting peppers in a few weeks. Months, something. So I heard a trick last year to just take your vegetable peeler and peel it, and I had a really hard time with that, so I'm just going to cut holes in the bottom, just like that. I'm going to do that to 45 cups today. Then I'll do it next time and next time. These are, I just got them from the dollar store. They're 16 ounce or 473 mil cups. I got the bigger ones because I thought that would be a better life for a seedling. See, not easy, not hard. Just a long time. So I did the double cup method last year. And my problem was I kept buying different cups thinking they were the same cup. So my plan is to hopefully not do that this year, because it was so frustrating trying to get different cup sizes in the trays. So my plan is this year to do this and then keep these and use them next year. Because this is a lot of work to do every year if I don't have to. But it was so frustrating last year. It was ridiculous. Well, now I've got to clean up from that so we can start the rest of this project. Oh, look at how staticky it is. Welcome to January and October. What? Welcome to January in Ontario. Static City. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, so I'm now going to sit here with painter's tape writing out all of these things. Oh my God. This is going to take forever. So basically I'm just going to write on here the variety. So like Anaheim, I'm going to make 3 Anaheim tags, 3 Tabasco tags, that kind of thing. This is ridiculous. I'm going to be here for a while. So I'll meet you back here when I'm done this, because it's going to be a while. So I'm going to watch and we'll talk after. Well, there's all my labels made, I think. So this obviously isn't going very far. I still need to do labels for onions and chives and basil. These are just the peppers. So obviously labels aren't done. So we're just going to put that over there and get this show on the road. Okay, so dirt. This is just potting soil. This is my big bowl that used to be a chip bowl from a birthday party and now is dirt bowl. Found this in a bag of soil that was left here. Threw out the soil because it was, oh my God, it was so dry. So now we just have to wet this and then we can keep going. I thought I just saw something in here that I don't necessarily want in here. Oh, it was a stick. It was a stick. I thought it was a dead worm. Don't want that in there, that's for sure. Okay, we're going to be doing this several times today, apparently. So as I wet, as I moisten, I'm going to put in the cups. Guess I should go get my seeds. This is why it takes me forever to do things, because I can't ever find anything. Week of January 19th. So what I did was I took my seeds and I grouped them together by when I was going to start them. And then a couple of days later, I sat down and figured out how many of each I would want. So this is our lovely packet of things that we're going to start today. Onion. Right on top is red Geneva. I never would have gotten that. Chives, basil, 3 types of basil. Onion, and then pepper, perfect. These are the seeds we saved, or I saved, we didn't do this together, from last year. So we have a couple of Sugar Rush Peach and the Agi Crystal. So the Agi Crystal I'm going to also package up today. Because that's a lot. I'm not starting that many. So got a little bag. Just going to label it. This was 2025's garden that saved all those seeds. There we go. So we need to save those, or start those too, because I couldn't find, tea. I went to go get the water to moisten the dirt, and I found my tea. That was a happy accident. So, let's get this moist. I also grabbed wooden chopsticks. You know, the kind you get with takeout, to poke holes. Oh, big mess. Okay, so we're going to start with the peppers because that's what we have. So let's start filling these cups. I'm going to start fill at least 40 of them. Yeah. I can't tell if this is dry or if my hands just are used to the feeling of it. This is the problem with doing it in the kitchen, is this makes such a big mess. But I don't have anywhere else to do it. So here we are. Early summer predictions have started rolling in from various places, at least where I am. The last week of January, they are saying this summer is supposed to be hotter than last summer. So I need all of your tips for keeping my plants cool, because everything started thriving once all of those 30 plus days, 30 degree plus days, started passing by, and then it was just too late. I should have grabbed clear cups because my girls really liked seeing the roots last year. Oh well. I just wanted them to be all the same. And I'm not sure if you can see the lighting change, but we've gone from beautiful sunshine to snowstorm to kind of sunny again since starting this. Okay, so there's our 40 cups filled. That took longer and more dirt than I expected, but I feel like that is the kind of motto of gardening and cooking and all these hobbies, is they always seem to take longer than you expect them to. Anyway, and I made a nice mess of my scissors. So what we're going to do for peppers specifically is I'm going to grab off the top of the pile, find my list, plant, go from there. Or find the tags and go from there. You'll see I'm not explaining very well. I am so sorry for that. Okay, so we are going to start with these Sugar Rush Peach peppers. I'm going to do 2, 3, 4. So 4 cups are Sugar Rush Peach. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each cup. 2 cups are going to be seeds from last year, and 2 are going to be new seeds for this year. Because I want to see if mine will do anything. So I'm going to start there, and I think the sugar rush peach are in here. Yes, I'm only starting this way because of the plate. So, and then I'm going to pull off the top and go from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are mine, and I'm going to mark those with a star. Hey, future me, yours are marked with a star. And then just cut up the tags. I need them. This one's a little bit more complicated because of the saved versus new. So that's a saved, that's a saved, that's a new, that's a new. We're going to do that. Cover it up. Make sure that's on there. That up, make sure that's on there. Okay, and then we're going to pull 2 out of the little baby package. Then I will package these up for after. And 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Cover, cover. And when they're done, we'll just put them on over here. I'm gonna put there. Okay, so cayenne peppers. So I have red, orange, and purple. Okay, so this, I buy more. I have to, so with the not jalapeno peppers, so the not hot jalapenos, there's only 10 in this. And I think I wanted 7 plants. But I feel like I bought another pack. I did. That's good, because planting 2 means I need 14 at minimum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And all of those are here. Where are my scissors? It's like Christmas. Can't find the scissors. Oh, there's a pepper seed sitting there on the on the counter. I don't know what kind it was, so it's going in the garbage. Can't risk that, can we? Nope, nope, nope. These are the early California wonders. I wonder how many I've left it. Oh, yeah, okay. 6. I wanted 12. But where did they go? Oh, they're there. Okay. So, I massively miscounted. what I needed for today. I do not have enough dirt. I probably have enough cups. I'm not sure. But when I bought all of this, I forgot to take into account that when I put 40 at the bottom of my page, it didn't include any of the kids' peppers. So I don't have enough dirt to finish the peppers today. That's fine. I'll get them done. But I need to get these onions started. Those are the main focus of today. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to start on our onions. And just pray that I have enough. 3, 4, 5, 6. And another one for later. For onions. So 3 are going to be red. 3 are going to be the yellow onions. I think they're yellow. The Alyssa Craig ones. So let's get these going. I'm going to put all of these pepper dirt back in here because there's no peppers. You can see me doing this. Whoop. Because these onions were the main focus for today. So if we can get more peppers done after the onions, great. If not, they'll get done when I get more dirt. And that is the thing, is the dirt problem. So, okay, so this is already moistened. Thankfully, let's make some more tags, shall we? So we have the Alyssa Craig onion. And then what were these? Oh, these are red Geneva. About 150 onion seeds, 150 red, 150 yellow. I'm only going to do 75 of each. Right now. I think part of what I was doing was trying to buy for next year as well. In hopes of not having to buy as much next year. I do plan on saving seeds again next year, but we'll see what happens and what seeds I save. I did save, this year I saved Sugar Rush Peach, Agi Crystal, the Heinz tomato, one of the big indeterminate tomatoes that I had, and then my 3 favorite zinnias. The green, no, 2 favorite zinnias. I saved a green and 2 of the green and pink blotchy ones. For that, I didn't buy any zinnias. I just have my saved zinnias. So let's get these filled. I don't remember if I surface sow or if I lightly cover or what I'm doing. Hold on. Long day yet. And you might not have noticed I abruptly stopped doing peppers because I was going to keep going. I didn't cover my peppers. I'm not going to. I'm going to cover my onions because the covers are already attached. This is not all the dirt I have in this bowl. It's just close to all I have. I also only grabbed 4 of the trays out of storage. The nursery trays that I'm going to use water. Yeah, I only pulled 4 out of storage and 2 are already filled. So I need to get more out and wash them. Sanitize. All of my shirts are stretched out from pushing up my sleeves. Now the sleeves don't stay up. You don't get an opinion. And just in case anyone was wondering, we're back to a snowstorm. We've been working on this project for about an hour in total. Actually a little bit more than that. And now, we've seen all sorts of different weather today. Okay, so, red, yellow, okay, red, red. This is the extra thing of red. The extra thing of yellow. Okay, so there's 75, so that's, yeah. Anyway, onion seeds, from what I remember, are ridiculously tiny. Yeah. How is that? That, I don't even know if you can see it. I'm scared it's going to fall. That is 75 seeds. That is 75 onion seeds. So I don't think I'm going to need all of this, but here we go. There's some. There's some more. And there's the rest. I'm literally just sprinkling them on top. And then what I'm going to do is put some soil on top. Just a light little... Well, my camera died somewhere around doing onions on Thursday. So I finished those up. It's now Monday. I have more dirt. We're going to finish what we started. We have peppers to do. Oh goodness. Where's my little packet? We have peppers. Nope, that's the wrong little packet. There we go. That's the right little packet. We have basils, chives, mini peppers, hot wax peppers, Tabasco peppers, chives. I've also pulled out the French thyme and the oregano. Because I want more of those in my garden this year. And they take a while. So, may as well try to start them again this year. And then, if it doesn't work, I'll buy more, like I did last year. I did start them really late last year. Like, I started them the 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. And they were puny, much like my basil, which is why I'm starting them. And oh no, my herbs, they get big while inside and I have to like harvest before they make it to the garden. Oh no, I'm so sad. Sorry, I am a very sarcastic person at heart. And it is incredibly cold here. So like some fresh herbs right now would be fantastic. So let's get this dirt moistened and we can keep going. Pen, tape, cups, and the good scissors are over here. Woo! Here we go. Let's get the show on the road. So these need a date change, which is fine. That is easy. So I need 15 cups just for the pepper. I think I have 17 cups in total here cut, which means I might need to cut more for the herbs, depending, because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I might have to go through those packets and see if I'm starting more herbs and just start them now as well.
This, I know I'm going to need both of these, so the stick can go at the bottom of that. Okay, we're going to start with the mini bells, which is for the kids' bed. Oh, so I only have 15 seeds. So, hopefully, they all, well, at least 9 of them germinate. Basil, 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 chives, pepper, pepper, chives. Okay, so we have Tabascos and Hungarian hot. Peppers left. I also need to check my list. I need to check my list to see how many Anaheim peppers I need. So I just realized I labeled 1 cup twice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So these are Hungarian hot yellow wax, which I believe are the ones that they, the store, like when you go to buy banana peppers. I think that's what these are. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Because as much as I love jalapenos, I want the banana peppers on like a sandwich or a burger over jalapenos. I don't know why. Well, preference. But I would love to be able to do that too. And I didn't last year. I had opportunities. I'm going to take 30 seconds, double check. These are my, that's my sew in garden. These are my start in-house. Broadleaf sage, going to start that. Purple coneflower, loofah, going to leave that. So we're going to start some sage today too. And then I think all of this is tomato. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Oh, flowers. Straw flower, straw flower, straw flower. Okay, so that's it for the herbs. Okay, Cheryl. Sorry, I thought I just saw somebody outside. I have lemon basil, Genovese basil, mammoth basil. So I think okay, I know I want a lot of basil, so I think I'm going to start basil in here in one of the strawberry pots. If I have to up pot those, I will. That is fine. That would just be a lot of cups in a lot of space. Okay, so the Genovese basil. So this is the basil I tried to start last year. only got to be about this big. 4 to 6 weeks before last frost, so it was 6 weeks old. So it was tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And like the basil you see in the store, each stalk is a plant, which is really cool. So I'm going to heavily do this and then figure it out later. Sorry, future me. Okay. Basil. One basil done. Okay, so tell me below if I am wrong on this, but from what I can tell, one chive seed is one stick of chive, which to me seems absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to very heavily seed this with chives. Because I want lots of chives. That is definitely the one thing I wish I had more of, and you can start harvesting early. Worst case scenario, they might come out and live in the kitchen for a while before they go outside. Just not too sad for me. So I'm going to use a mix of the seeds, the new seeds from this year and the old seeds that I bought for last year's garden. Because I can, basically. And I don't want seeds to go to waste. Okay, those were my last 2 strawberry containers. So now we are down to cups. But we have mammoth basil, lemon basil. We just have herbs left, which is fine. Or I can wait. With basil. When I have more strawberry containers. Okay, we're going to wait on the mammoth and lemon basil for when I have more strawberry containers, which will be in the next day or 2. I'll just do those on my own. The sage, oregano, and thyme. They probably should have been cold stratified, which is basically just where you put them in the fridge. But, you know, whatever. And these will probably need to be thinned and or transplanted as well. These are itty bitty. Greek oregano. They're so tiny, I'm not even going to bother covering them up. They are so tiny, but I am going to water a little bit. Sage. Let's see what these look like. I do have a pot of sage outside, but I wouldn't mind some more. Okay. Two, three. Three, and I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole. Hope that was the right thing to do for that. Oh my goodness. And the thyme. These are the same. They're very tiny. Very, very tiny. Oh, and that's all of them. Okay, so I forgot to label. And this one, once again, they're so tiny. But it does say on the package to cover slightly.
well, that's it for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did this task. It's not as bad as I remember it being last year. Maybe because I split it up into 2 days because I ran out of dirt. Maybe, I'm not sure. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for, spending your time with me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.